If you're always tired, low on energy, or feel like your motivation is gone, it might not be your mindset. It might be your testosterone. All right? And the worst part about it is a part of it that ruins your testosterone are foods. So there's a lot of foods in your kitchen as we speak. I know you have a lot of foods in your kitchen that are killing your tests right now, and you consume them on a daily basis like it's normal, right? Or you might think they're healthy, but you've been lied to, right? So let's start off with this. What is testosterone, right? It's a naturally occurring steroid in your testicles that make you feel like the man. What kind of man doesn't want to feel like the man? Most guys want to feel like the man, right? So most guys don't realize it, but it's not just about your muscle. It affects your mood, your focus, your confidence, your drive, your sex drive, your libido, and even how much you respect yourself and how much other people respect you, right? So testosterone is a very important thing for men. And if men don't have this natural occurring chemical in their body, they have sadder moods, they feel different, they don't feel that drive to go out and pursue their dreams and goals, right? Testosterone is one thing that makes you go out there and produce, activities that will better your life, activities that make you feel like the guy, activities are towards your goals. So, and one way people are killing their testosterone is through what they're consuming. All right, so there's people obviously that they don't work out, they don't do any activities that require drive, discipline, consistency, and any passion that they have, right? There's guys that don't do any of this, right? And also eat bad as well, right? But for this to be able to be working for you, you gotta be able to have at least something going on for you, right? So there's those dudes are like a 10% testosterone, something like that, right? But the dudes that go to the gym, the dudes that, they have a passion, they're working towards something, they have a drive for something, those guys tend to be at like 60, 70%, right? But all they're missing is the perfect diet to be able to give them that extra notch, that extra edge of getting over the line, right? So today, I'm gonna be telling you guys the killer foods and the foods that you could substitute with, so that way you're not missing out on anything, right? So let me start off with the first food here. Vegetable oils, horrible, mate. They're absolutely horrible for you, right? Canola oil, peanut oil, soybean oil, man. I don't know. They got all types of these oils, man. It can be confusing the head, right? Especially out here in America. Gosh dang. So crazy fact, right? There's this app where I believe it gives you all the restaurants and the fast food around you, right? In my city. And basically, it tells you what oils each restaurant or fast food establishment uses. And I'm trying to look for a healthy oil that these establishments use, right? And I'm looking. Mind you, the city I'm in has about 100,000 people living here. So just imagine how many franchises and stuff like that. 100,000 people. When you take that in consideration, it's a lot of people. It's not 2 million, but 100,000 is a lot of people. It's a decent sized city. You have everything that you need. So only one place that uses beef tallow and olive oil. From all these other places that use these horrible cheap oils to cook and serve to people. Only one place in this whole city that uses natural oils. Natural, right? That just mind blown my mind. Like that just absolutely made my mind go crazy. Like just the one place is absolutely insane. So these oils cause inflammation, and it disrupts your hormone productions, right? It's just like imagine you're drinking grease, right? Whether it be fried chicken, right? Imagine it's cooked in fried chicken, it's cooked in like these types of meats and rice and whatnot, right? But imagine you grab the jug and you chug it, right? That's you wouldn't do that, right? But that's basically what they're putting in these foods, and you're just consuming it. It's not normal. That's one reason why I've lately been going away from any fast food or spots or nothing, unless it's like a really good place and it's respectful and they actually cook within um, what they're supposed to cook, the natural oils, right? So what are the natural oils? Some natural oils would be like olive oil, avocado oil. These are very, very good two oils. I feel like these are the best oils on the market, right? But at the same time, you also need to be careful because, of course, it's marketing schemes, right? There'll be olive oil, not any olive oil. Just, go to the olive oil, read the different types, and you'll see this one it says it's marketed as olive oil, but it has other oils added to it. They're not gonna tell you that, but you gotta just look at it, right? So look at the oil, see it's good. Olive oil is the best, man. Olive oil. Back home, I'm from the Middle East, right? So we actually have oil that comes from the Middle East. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the oil that's used for the engineering, industrial, and factories. No, no, no. I'm talking about the oil. We have olives, and the oil drips from the olives, and we collect it. The best natural olive oil. I just wish so many other people could have that. But the store bought ones are also good as well, right? Avocado is perfect. These are amazing, right? Because you're always gonna want to cook vegetables, chicken or whatnot. You're gonna cook stuff at home, right? And you're gonna need an oil, right? Or you could use butter. Butter is perfect. Grass-fed butter, the natural butter, because there are some butters that are horrible for you, right? So let me get to the second thing that's killing your testicles over here, right? Excuse me. Soda and sugary drinks, right? Should I even talk about this? You guys know this is horrible for you. This is absolutely like people know it's horrible for them. I used to work at a convenience store, right, where it sold drinks, sugary drinks, snacks, stuff like that, right? And the amount of people, I live in the U.S., the amount of people that came up to me buying Pepsis and Coca Colas and telling me, man, I should quit this. It's not good for me. But yeah, I work there almost every day, like 5 days a week, basically every day, right? And the same customer come in twice a day to get the same Coca Cola, man, the same Coca Cola, and they know it's bad, so it's like an addiction, right? But why is it bad? Spikes sugar, insulin. It crashes your testicles. It absolutely crashes, and it's overload. Sugar is good, not processed sugar, natural sugar from fruits, right? Fructose overload, man, damages your liver and hormones, especially your liver. If you're consuming this on like a weekly basis all the time, it absolutely destroys your liver. That's why you see so many people having liver problems as they're getting to the age of 40, right? So what's a perfect swap, man? Get the hell away from these sodas, these sugary juices. Natural juice, right? Nothing is natural about it. Added sugar, syrups, and stuff like that, right? They'll pump the orange, and next thing you know, it's like probably 10, the whole carton is probably like 10-20% orange, right? Real orange, and the other 80% is all fake, right? So you could swap this out with water and lemon, right? And the electrolyte mix, the sweet one, right? Or any type of unsweetened tea, natural tea, right? Unsweetened tea. This stuff keeps you hydrated and it gives you the minerals that you need and the zinc to boost the tea because zinc is very important to boost testosterone, right? So on to the third thing. Refined carbs, right? So carbs is an interesting one, right? Because no matter what carb you eat, you're always gonna feel a little slower after, a little gonna feel sleepy, you're gonna feel lazy, right? Carbs is very interesting, right? But there are carbs that are very healthy for you that maintain your energy. They don't crash it, they don't boost it, but it's maintaining your energy so you feel okay, you feel good and healthy. Your gut isn't bubbling up after you eat this stuff, right? So there's bread, pasta, and stuff like this, right? But the thing with bread, especially here in the US, man, it has over 50 ingredients. That's not normal. The bread has 50 ingredients. What kind of who even thought of putting 50 ingredients in bread, right? There's a reason I go to Walmart and the big 16-inch loaf of bread is $1.50, right? What ingredients are they using to profit off of this bread, right? It's sensing. It's sensing. $1.50 for this much of a bread. Like, mate, That's a lot. And if you just look at the ingredients, you read it, you'll understand. Like you don't even know any of this stuff. Bread is simple. Wheat, flour, bacteria, like stuff like this. I'm not sure exactly what goes into it, but on the palm, something like this, a few ingredients. If you understand it, you understand it. That's my rule. If I turn around the ingredient rules and I read something and I don't understand what it says, and it's a bunch of acid, that red, a dye, and yada yada blah blah, I don't even buy it. Right? There are ingredients I still need to research myself and look into to see if they're good or bad. But most of the time, I usually get stuff that I know what the ingredients are and I understand it because I'm a human, right? This is natural stuff. So, there are some good breads that are naturally made, but when you go to the aisle and you look at the whole bread section, it's all horrible. Can you believe that bread has added sugar and corn syrup to it? The same stuff that's put inside of candy is added into bread, right? Candy isn't eaten daily by humans, but bread is. And that should say enough. That baffles my mind, right? So it lowers the tea. It has hidden sugars in it. It has seed oils and stuff like that. And same with pasta, right? Pasta, you can find some natural pasta down the aisle somewhere. But pasta has a bunch of processed things. I mean, most of these companies, the reason they make them so unhealthy is because it's cheaper for them to produce it this way. But man, they do not care about your health. I would tell you that, right? So, what are some good carbs you can have? You can have sprouted bread. There's this one brand I use called Ezekiel here in the U.S. It's really good for you, right? I like brown rice. Um, there is a good pasta brand out there. Sweet potatoes are perfect. Vegetables that are not GMO sprayed are perfect for you, right? And basically, these give you stable energy and hormone support, right? Okay, on to the next thing. Candy and processed snacks. Should I talk about this, man? That's that's enough, man. Candy, snacks, sugar, and all that stuff. It's absolutely horrible for you, right? Seed oils, chemicals, a bunch of added sugar that you do not need in your body that is pointless, right? Absolutely horrible, right? And there are some good snacks you can replace this with, right? You could do dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate. Man, I love dark chocolate naturally. You know what I mean? I didn't have to make the switch. I just love it. It's just perfect, right? It makes you feel like the man, You're eating dark chocolate. I just feel fancy and elegant and classy when I have a nice little bar of dark chocolate, right? But be careful, not any dark chocolate. There's some processed dark chocolates out there, right? Get good dark chocolate. There are some good brands out there. Just turn around the ingredients and read it, right? Dates, right? Dates are amazing for you. Dates are absolutely amazing for you, right? I believe that you should have a date a day, right? Because it's amazing for your body, maintains your levels, perfect snack, perfect sweetness, no added sugar. Almonds, nuts, Brazil nuts are amazing for. I love Brazil nuts. They really boost your testosterone to another level, right? They give the extra push. They taste good, support your hormone health, and you do not get any crash. So this could be a perfect snack if you want something really quick. So, wow. Packaged microwavable meals. Absolutely garbage. Full of BPA plastics, preservatives, right? I'm sorry about that. And low quality oils. Absolutely oil. And they taste nasty, mate. Yeah, they may be cheap, but they're absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, right? Look, the best way to go about this if you want something fast and you just microwave, stop buying that. You should prep. Yes, prepping can take time. Yes, prepping is a little bit more effort. But in order for you to care about your health, like the way you care about your finances, your body, your relationships, your loved ones and all that, you have to put effort. So yes, cook once a week or twice a week, make a big patch of like chicken or rice and veggies and put it into bowls and portion it out. Perfect. Saves money, boosts your nutrients, and no fake ingredients whatsoever. Right? So that's basically it I have for the video. If you want to change and you want a simple plan to boost your test, fix your diet, and you're going to feel like your stronger self again. Thank you for watching this video.